Hello everyone, and welcome to the Syncfusion webinar, a tour of Volume 1 2019, Updates to the Xamarin and Desktop Platforms. My name is Carter Harris, and I am the Video Marketing Specialist here at Syncfusion. Our presenter today is Michael Prabhu M., Product Manager here at Syncfusion. And now, without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Michael to start this presentation.
Hey Carter, thanks. Hi guys, this is Michael here, and I'm one of the product managers at Syncfusion, and I see through the development process for Xamarin for the controls like maps, tree map, gauges, and image editor. And here I am today to present you guys about our new features and the controls that we have released for our Volume 1 2019 release, and for the following platforms like Xamarin, Windows Forms, and file formats. So without wasting much time, let us jump into what's new for our Xamarin and Volume 1 2019. So our Xamarin suite already has 135 plus controls, and here we are adding 4 more controls to the suite. They are Accordion, Cards, Expander, and Gradient View. We have also introduced a new template called UI templates. A UI template is nothing but a simple page. It is a templated page which will help you to jumpstart your application. And I will talk more about the UI templates later. The next thing that I like to talk about is the theme. We have introduced the dark theme for our Xamarin. And also now we have the provision to commonly apply the themes to the application. Earlier, what we had is you can apply the themes only for the each and every control. So it will be difficult for you to apply the themes for each and every control in your application. But now you can commonly apply the themes to all the application in such a way that all the Syncfusion UI controls will have the entire theme applied to it. And also, if you want to override the theme separately, then even that is also possible. And also, what we have done here is we have upgraded the Xamarin.Forms to the stable 3.1 framework. So now our Syncfusion UI controls support Xamarin.Forms 3.1 and above. So what I have planned today is I like to show you a demo of how to create the UI templates and what are the uses of UI templates. And I will also show you guys the demo of the samples which we have created for all the features to come through. So let me start the demo for UI templates. So here you go. I have already created a Xamarin.Forms application in .NET Standard here. And as you can see, I have also added a sign-up page here. And so here you go. This sign-up page is categorized into views, view model, converter, and controls in such a way that you can always develop your application in MVVM pattern. So here I'm going to open up the sign-up page. So this is a templated page that we have created. As you can see inside the content here, we have a grid. Inside the grid, we have added our SF gradient view, and inside that we have a scroll view. In that we have the label for showing the password and other things. So let me show you how this is done. How we can add our sign-up page into your application here. So I'm just going to open app.xamarin.cs. I'm going to refer the views here. So now I'm just going to change the new main page equal to the login page. Sorry, the sign-up page. So let me run this. So our templated page already have all the controls that are ready. For example, the sign up page contains the entry like to enter your email, to enter your password, to confirm password, and it also has our Syncfusion buttons for signing up, all these things. So here you go. This is the templated page that we have created for sign up. So in this case, you can see that we have already customized all the entries, all the buttons in such a way that you have rounded corners, and you can also see that we have applied the gradient view in such a way that you have blue and red gradient, and we also added a image in the background of that page. So all these things can be customized so that you need not start your application from the scratch. So if you don't want this image, you can remove this image. If you want to add a new image, that can also be done. So everything is easy for you to customize, and everything is ready and good to go. So let me show you how our gradient, how to use our gradient view. I have So here you go. So here you can see that we have initialized our control gradient view, and we have applied the style here using gradient view style. All these styles are available under styles.xaml file. So here I'm just going to, so here you go. And so here it is. So inside this, I'm just going to change the color statically. I'm just going to give some color here so that you will see that uh, how this gradient is applied. Earlier, what gradient we had is for the we had blue and red. Now I'm giving red and yellow. So let me show this. The gradient view is a unique control which you don't have in even the Xamarin framework. This will help you to create elegant gradients for your application. So here you go. The gradient red and yellow is applied here. Okay, so let me also explain how easy it is to validate the sign up page. So all the things that you need to validate are available in the view model. So you go to sign up page view model. Here you can see the properties like name, password, confirm password, and log, and the command to execute while the button has been clicked. So here, let me demonstrate a simple example. Like for example, if the password doesn't match, I can show a pop-up like the password doesn't match. Here it is. So if password is not equal to the confirm password, then I can show, I can display an alert here saying that the password doesn't match. So there it is. Due to time constraint, I'm just showing a simple demo of just checking the password and confirm password here. You can validate each and every items that are available in the sign up page based on your criteria. So here you go. I'm just going to type in a password here. Um, and and I'm going to type in another password here. So as you can see, the password is of 4 characters, and the next password is of 3 characters. So it doesn't match. So here it is, error, password do not match. So you can have a rough idea about how easy it is to configure our our templated pages. Um, Let me show you how to add a login page in case the password is matched. Then we can ask the user to log into their account. So I'll just give you an overview of all these things. Because of time constraint, I'm just going to show you how to add a page right here. So let's see. if you have installed our Syncfusion Xamarin suite, then you will see a context menu in Visual Studio for adding the pages. Right now, we have given support for adding 4 pages like login, sign up, forget password, and reset password. And in future, we are going to expand this to 30 plus pages. We are currently working on those things. So it will get pretty much you will have all the pages that are available to create an application. So we are working on it. Let's see, here I'm going to add a login page here. So I will choose the login page. I'll just name it here. So once the login page is added, as you can see here, everything has been categorized into views and view model. So login has a separate folder and sign up has a separate folder. So now let me show you how to add a. I'm just going to if the passwords match, I just want to sorry, one second. So if the passwords match, I'm just going to convey that the password is correct. I mean the user has completed his you can now log in. So I'm just going to make this main page navigate to the login page. So I will have to refer it here. So everything is inside the views. So inside my namespace, views. So I'm just going to assign it here as new login page. So here we go. Now let us run and see this example. So I'm just going to give a right password here. This may not be the best example to validate, but I think you will have an overview of what I'm doing here. So if the passwords match, then you can see that I have shown that it is success. You can log in, and now you can see that we have not navigated to the login page. So here, if you want to validate, then you can go to login page view model, and you can see what are the properties available there, and you will also have social login available, social login button available. So whatever things that you need to start an application, you can jumpstart your application in such a way that you need not start everything from the scratch. This will tremendously help you to reduce your development time. So this is one such cool feature that we have introduced. So let us see what are the other features that we have. So I have shown demo for UI templates and the gradient view. Let me show the demos for the accordion, cards, and expander. So we already have our Xamarin.Forms Control Explorer in Play Store. You guys can go there and download it. So let me show the demo for the new controls like accordion, cards, and expander. So accordion is basically a list of items that is organized vertically in such a way that if you click on any particular item, then you will see a description, or you will see a content of that particular header item. So let me show here. So here's the accordion. So if I click on this header, I can see you can see that the content of that particular item in such a way, you know, You can customize all these things easily. And also we have the cards control here. Cards control is basically a view in which it is basically a view where you can add any content to it. It is basically used to show a large content in a very useful manner. Like here, you can see that we have added an image, we have added a header, we have added a content, and all these things are available here. And the cards corner radius can be customized. If I want to show an indicator on the card, see here, this is the black indicator here, and that color can be customized. If I want to, these cards can be dismissed if I swipe, so that is also possible. So while swiping, if I want to fade out, that is also available. Here is a real world example. So in this real world example, as you can see, for a furniture store, they are showing a catalog of furnitures here. Uh, See, it is more simple and elegant in such a way that you can see all these things stacked up. So it is basically all these features. You can show all these things in a card. The next thing I like to share you guys is the expander control. So Expander is basically a content control which has two things. One is the header, and the other is the content area. In header, you can customize the items, the font of the header, and in content, you can give any set of content so that it will expand automatically. If you want to collapse the header, for example, if for in any real world scenario, if, for example, if you are clicking on a button and if you want to show some content behind it, then this expander can be used there by collapsing the header in such a way that if you click on the button, we can show only the content. So you can do anything with expander here. So likewise, we have used our own list view here. Here you can see we have used our list view so that if you click on any list items, only the expanded content can be visualized here. So this is one cool control that we have introduced for volume 1. So now let us see the other features that we have introduced for Xamarin. So like I said, I will show all the demos here. Before going into all these features, I also like to share you guys the new site that we have developed, that is the Syncfusion feedback. You guys can give all your feedbacks in this particular portal. This portal is basically for you guys to request any features. Everything is categorized into each platform. So if you want to create any feature request, or if you want to report a bug, everything is available here. So once you create a feature request, and if you can also check whether this feature is already available in this portal. If it is already available, you can upvote that feature in such a way that if the voting, if we get more votes to particular feature, then our roadmap will focus on these things for the next release. So I want you guys to be aware of this thing, and so that you guys can always give your feedbacks, and we will make that feedback into a feature here. So let's dive into the features. So here, I'm going to just show you the demo of these features so that I can easily show you all these things available. So one feature I like to talk about is the icon support for backdrop. We have introduced backdrop in the last release, and what we had is we had a backdrop, but in the right, you can see in the demos in the right top corner that I have an icon here. Earlier, what we had is we just had an arrow icon that cannot be customized, but many of our customers like to customize this icon. And now you can see that I have given paint bucket icon there. Once I click on it, you can see an cross icon there. Also, this particular demo shows the theme that is applied to our controls. Here, let me show any, you can choose any control here, and you can set light or dark theme. So this is our dark theme, and this is our light theme. So likewise, if you want any other foreground or background color that needs to be changed with the dark theme, so even that is also available here. So everything is key based, and you can apply those themes easily here on your application. And the next set of features that I like to talk about is for the charts. In charts, we have introduced a dashed array support for spline series so that you can customize your spline series with dashed array support. And we have also introduced multiple trackball. Earlier, what we had is only one trackball, but now we have given support for multiple trackballs. This is a cool feature that, and also it had many requests from our customers. Then, then the next set of features that I like to talk about are fast scatter series. We have improved the performance of that, and you can also activate the trackball on touch move. Earlier, what we had is you have to press and hold on the screen to activate the trackball. If that is not if it is not needed, then you can activate the trackball on touch move. So the next set of features that I like to talk about is from the data grid. In data grid, we have given support for template support for table summary row, and we have also given template support for selector from left to right swipe template. So you guys can see, and also we have given support to fit the image based on aspect ratio, and we have also given support to set the scrolling position of any of your data grid with respective row index. So these are the features. Let me show a demo on this. So in this grouping, you can see the table summary row has been is added as a template here, and also for swiping we have given template. As you can see, if I swipe to right, you can see an icon and a text. This is basically we have added a grid inside it, and we have given an icon and edit. So if you want to add any other thing or customize on your own, that is possible with the template available now. So this is one cool feature that we have introduced. The next set of features that I like to talk about are from data form, list views, and map. So in data form, we have given support for masked text editing, and the data form is also rendering from right to left now. We have also given dynamic height support for list view. Earlier, what we had is in list view, if we expand the content, what will happen is the list items will crop, and the content will not be shown. So because the dynamic height support, now we can add any content of any height, and there you will have a smooth scroll, and you can see all the contents in the list view. So this is one cool feature. I think I have already shown that feature while I was expanding the expander control. And we have also given support for full screen mode in pop-up layout. So let me show the demo of all these things. So here we go. Let's view. So this is the expandable view. So while I click, earlier we didn't have this feature, but now you can click any particular item, and everything you can set any dynamic height to the items. So you will have a smooth scroll, and you can see all these items available. So this is one cool feature. Then also, let me show a feature in preview. We have given support to, slowly animate. Earlier, what we had is these things will not animate. Now the nodes will animate. So the node animation, you can control the node animation speed here. So all these things are possible. And we have given support for checkbox in preview, so you guys can have any checkbox, but this checkbox is added as a template, so so that you can add all these checkbox as a template and customize it to your desire. So it is basically adding templates to the preview, so that you can add the checkbox there. Then here in pop-up layout, we have given full screen mode. Pop-up used to have only such dialogues here, but now we have given support for full screen mode as well. Here in data form, we have given mask the text edit. So here is an example here. So any text can be masked into your own format. Here you can see that we have given it as a phone number, and it is masked into that particular format. So this is one cool feature that we have introduced with data form. And then with the calendar, this is the default view of the calendar, and as you can see, for the month of April, it shows the leading and trailing days of the for the month of March and for the month of May. So now we have given support to disable the leading and trailing days. Here you can see that we have disabled the leading and trailing days here, so that you will not see any other days other than April. So this is one cool feature that we have introduced with calendar. So the next set of features that I like to show you guys is from tree map. In tree map, we have given support for data label cropping. Here you can see that the tiles, when the tiles are smaller and the text are bigger, all these things will be cropped, and you will have an intelligence here. Earlier we didn't have any tooltip support, so now we have a tooltip support, so that even the smallest tile can be viewed, and you can see all these data in a tooltip. So this is a feature that we have given with our tree map. So this is basically all the features that we have introduced. So I have already shown all these things in the sample. For the text input layout, we have given font and padding support. So you can customize the text input layout with any font of your desire. And we also given padding support, so that the text will not be the text will have padding for against the border. So all these things are the features that we have developed for Xamarin. So now let me go to the what's new in our file formats. Syncfusion already has a wide variety of file format library that is available, and all these libraries are common, so that whatever feature that I'm speaking right now is also available in all the platforms like ASP.NET, Word, I'm sorry, ASP.NET, WPF, and Windows. So these libraries are available in all the platforms, and all these features are common in all the platforms available. So tell you what are the features that we have introduced for Word, PDF, and PowerPoint and Excel. So for Word, we have the feature that we have given is you can convert the Word to PDF, and you can also convert the chart to image. We have also given support for Zoop invoice. This is a much awaited feature. Zoop, for those of you who are not aware of Zoop invoice, is nothing but an invoice which can be viewed, which is understandable even in the human point of view, and also in the mission point of view, in such a way these invoice can be automated, so that through machine learning, these invoice can be automated. So it is understandable for both the humans and as well as the machine. So if you want to create any Zoopword invoice, then you can follow the Zoopword standard for PDF library, and then you guys can create that invoice as well. We have also given support for PDF A2B and A3B conformance. These conformance are nothing but if you want to archive a PDF in such a way, if you want to use the PDF in later days, if you archive using A2B and A3B conformance, then these PDF will have a standard, so that later on anytime, if you can open all these PDF format. So we have also given support to review the details in PDF annotation. You can also import and export PDF annotation now. In the presentation, we have given support to convert it to PDF, and also you can convert it to image. And also our Excel library now, it is compatible with MS Excel, Microsoft Excel 2019. and you can have custom table styles, conditional formatting, and you can also convert the Excel to PDF conversion. Let me show you a demo of all these in our Xamarin platform itself. So let me show a demo of with our XLS.io here. So you can convert the Excel to PDF. See, here is a template of what I'm going to convert here. So this is the template that I'm going to convert. So I'm converting that to the PDF. So there you go. So it is converted, all these things are converted into PDF. So this is one feature that we had for XLSIO. And for presentation, you can convert it to PDF as well, and also as image. Let me show you a demo of how to convert it to image. So here you go. The presentation which you had is completely converted into an image of your format like JPEG or PNG. So this is one feature that we have introduced. In PDF, we have given support for Super invoice. So PDF conformance, already we had PDF A1B. Now we have A2B and A3B as well. And let me show you Super invoice. So Zugot invoice, if if you have all the standards in the XML file, then you can edit all those. You can create any invoice using that XML standard, and it will be generated using our PDF library. So this is such feature that we have given with our PDF library. So now let me show what's new for our Windows Form platform. Now our .NET Core, now our Windows Forms support .NET Core 3.0. The .NET Core 3.0, is an early preview by Microsoft, but we have already given support for it, so that you guys can check out the early preview of Microsoft, and you can see how our controls are performing in .NET Core 3.0 as well. So the next excited thing that I like to share you is about the Theme Studio. We have given Theme Studio for Windows Forms in such a way, you guys can. Let me show you a demo of it, so that you can understand it clearly. So here it is. So this is a theme studio that we have developed. That theme studio is nothing but it will list out all the controls which has support for theming. So here in this case, we have the editors, grids, buttons, calendars, tab. All these things are listed out here. So maps, gauges, list view. So if you want to change the, if you want to change the theme color, you can change the color of your preference. For example, I'm going to change it as red. So here you go. All the primary colors has been changed to red for all the controls, maps, gauges, everything. So, if you can customize all these colors, primary, foreground, all these colors can be customized. So once this is customized, you can export this as well. So you can export it. You can choose what are the controls that you need these themes to be applied here. So for example, any theme that you want. So here I'm just going to choose SF data grid here, and let me export this. So you can export this as an assembly. So I'm just going to name it as my Syncfusion grid, my sync grid. So here it is. So I'm just saving it here. So now you can, this is exported as an assembly. Now you can use that assembly in your Windows Forms application to create to create the Syncfusion UI controls with these themes applied directly, and you need not change anything. It will ease up your work in such a way. You can choose any number of assemblies that you require, and you can add it here. So this is one cool, exciting feature that we have developed. So if you want to go and see that, you can check that. You can check this out. And we have also introduced a new control called tabbed form control. Let me show a demo of this. This is not a tabbed control. This is tabbed form. There is a difference here. So let me show it. So here it is. So tabbed form is basically useful. For example, if you are creating a browser of any kind, then you see this is a Windows application. Here you can see each tab here. All these things are available in the title bar itself. So the tab is available in the title bar itself. So this is a tab feature that we have introduced for Windows Forms. So this is one cool control that you can use with the forms here. So so I guess pretty much we have summed up all the features and controls that are available for our volume one. So I think I will now give it to Carter. And hey, Carter, you can take it from here. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Michael. Syncfusion delivers an extensive range of over 800 web, mobile, and desktop controls. We also empower businesses to get the most out of their data with our enterprise solutions, including the dashboard and big data platforms. We have been in business for over 15 years and are headquartered in the Raleigh-Durham area of North Carolina in the US. Syncfusion has more than 12,000 customers, including large financial institutions, Fortune 100 companies, and global IT consultancies. More than 1 million users from 125 countries trust Syncfusion in their development process. We would also like to invite you to connect with us on social media. We like to use YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn as a way to connect with our audience and give a voice and hear what they have to say. So please check us out on YouTube. We have plenty of how-tos, webinars such as these, and other helpful material. In Twitter and Facebook, we are always making sure that we are listening to what you have to say and making sure we are responding in an efficient amount of time. Thank you all for joining us today, and thank you, Michael, again for presenting. Please watch your email inboxes for a link to this recording of this presentation. Thank you again for your time and interest, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.